Are we live? Yes, it is dark. So, hope we are good. Just wanted to come on and chat about meal plans, as I get asked a lot when people ask about our Kickstart program, do I get given a meal plan? It's a really funny one because my response is vanilla. It's not yes or no. But if I said yes, you do get a meal plan, some people would go, great, that's amazing, I need a meal plan. I just need something, tell me what to do and go. Whereas other people would go, if I said yes, they'd go, oh, it's not going to work for me. I'm busy, I've got these hours, you can't just give me a meal plan with loads of ingredients I've never heard of and get down to it. And my point in this is it just shows how individual the nutrition element of this is. And this is why at the start we do have a one-to-one. We have a one-to-one where we sit down and kind of go through what your food habit is, what you need help with, because there's a few little variables that we need to consider. Number one, meal plans work because they essentially remove choice. Okay, if you get given a meal plan, they're great for a lot of people, and we do use them for certain people. They're great to get someone started. You don't need to think about what you need. You don't need to make a choice, and the fewer choices you have to make, the less willpower you need to use. I'll say that again. The fewer choices you have to make, the less willpower you have to use. That's part of the reason why the 800 calorie diet is easier to stick to 800 calories doing it, because it's not like you just have to stick to 800 calories. It's like, this is your 800 calories. Eat them and you've got 800 calories, which is done, easy, fewer choices, you know what you're doing. The problem is if I was to say, here's your meal plan, for many people, the moment I give you a meal plan, it becomes, I can't eat that, they don't eat that, kids don't eat that, I ain't got any of that, that's too expensive, I don't like that. And you can see that, and these are all valid reasons. It has gone dark. These are all very valid reasons, and reasons that should need to be considered. They're not excuses. They're not like, oh, you don't want it hard enough, as people say. These are just valid reasons, and this is where we need to look at it a bit differently and have a more flexible meal plan, a flexible meal plan that sticks to your life. So I'm going to give you an example of someone who I'm working with at the moment. They work shift work, so like in the care industry, bit up and down. They work, some days they do earlies, lates, some days they do sleep-ins and stuff like that. And you can't give someone a generic meal plan and expect them to get great results from that unless they're prepping to the nth degree. So the key thing here is to have work days and non-work days. This is a really simple strategy. Work days and non-work days. On your work days, this is your plan. On your non-work days, this is your plan. This is a great starting point. And yes, it's not perfect, but actually it removes decisions rather than, oh, just eat a bit of everything in moderation. That's great advice for some people, but for some people, what is moderation? Well, moderation is different for everyone. Sometimes we need to take decisions out, see what works, see how we get on. By planning the meals together, we can see roughly what our calorie intake's like without actually really tracking food. So that's a great way to fit it to your lifestyle and get to the end of week one. And remember, that's all you really need to do. And that's what I say to everyone at the start. I don't think I'll have time to do it. It's an interesting one, because when we say things like that, we're either in the mode of, and this is me included, I do it all the time. I know I feel better when I exercise. I know I have more energy. I know it makes me feel great. I like the feeling of having exercise, not exercising. Yet I still struggle with motivation to do it, because I convinced myself that something else is more important at that time. That probably gives me a bit of instant gratification. Like, let's face it, knocking off some emails, getting them done gives you instant gratification, whereas a workout, you kind of got to get to the end of it first. Starting a workout gives you no instant gratification. you've really got to remind yourself of why you're doing it. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. But when it comes to the motivation side of it, that I don't have time to do it that week one. We're trying to limit decisions here. And I said to someone the other day when we were chatting into our one-to-one, because there was a bit of anxiety about the future, like, oh, what about if this changes? What about if I do this? And the thing is, all you need to worry about is getting to the end of week one, because what a great week it would be. This is what we discussed in the end. If you can get 2 workouts in, which is 2 more than last week, and you have a rough, you stick to our plan 80%. I'm happy with that. And her plan was actually more simple, that we didn't even use a meal plan. Her plan is very simple. Instead of going for seconds in the evening, she has to wait 20 minutes. And then she has to make sure that she has protein at every meal. That's a really simple thing. But when you're actually structured with that, and you're accountable to it, and you do it, we can find that actually we might not need to go to step 2 yet. Let's see what we can get away with now, that you can implement that today, implement that right now without doing a shopping list, without changing the world. You can just implement it right away. So, I hope that helps. I just wanted to explain that, because meal plans, do they work? Do they don't? They do work for some people at certain times. Do they work all the time? Are they flawless? No. But they're definitely a tool in the toolbox. Like everything in nutrition, everything is a tool in the toolbox. You've got to use them to see what fits your lifestyle. Hope that helps. And that's what we do in our Kickstart programme, which starts the 28th of September. Devizes, Marlborough, or you can do it all from home. We have a range of workouts: Tai Chi, yoga, bar, Pilates, high intensity, no floor, so there's no getting up and down from the floor. Back to basics if you're worried about, am I fit enough? Am I doing it right? So we go over that technique. We've also got a technique session this morning at 8 a.m. So, if you want more information on that, do let me know. I think I'm the first person at the Marlborough Market. I might actually go and get the freshest veg. There's definitely no queue now. Morning, Judith. Yeah, I might get my fruit and veg now, actually. Look how peaceful it is. Anyway, thank you for joining me this morning. Any questions, as always, just let me know. Take care.